It's 5 o'clock on this Friday evening, October 23rd, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening, October 23rd, 2020. It's 5 o'clock on this Friday evening, October 23rd, 2020. 73 degrees, not messages on 5 o'clock. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, and it's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening. Top stories at 5 on the Peter Channel is Biden-Trump debate ratings. If you tune in for the final matchup, Nielsen says. With slowdown on the line, both political parties work up to fire up the voters. Mentioned downbeat on economic relief talks with Pelosi as clock runs out ahead of the election. Election troubles fuel suppression worries in Georgia. Man found with friend carrying guns exposed to planning Joe Biden assassination court record show. Netanyahu dodges Trump's invitation to slam Biden on conference call. AstraZeneca's votes for COVID-19 vaccine provoke immune response. More than 100 positive COVID-19 cases, 3 deaths now linked to North Carolina church event, health officials said. Two largest wildfires in Colorado history are burning at the same time, 10 miles apart. Boogaloo Boris, member charged with connecting with the shooting at Minneapolis police station during George Floyd protests. U.S. Cardinals criticize Pope Francis' endorsement of same-sex unions. Wales imposes firebreak lockdown as coronavirus cases spike. Libya's 2 factions are agreed to a ceasefire. Pennsylvania health officials report 2,218 additional COVID-19 cases, marked the highest one-day total. Beirut, Lebanon, the return of veteran politician Said Hariri as Lebanon's prime minister was met with mixed reactions as the country plunges deeper into the economic crisis and despair grows among an exhausted population. Turkey's Erdogan confirms successful test of S-400 defense system. Sudan and Israel agreed to normalize ties in U.S. brokered deal. NATO partners agreed to mutual air defense system. Coca-Cola says we'll consider about 200 brands topics overall portfolio reshapes its business strategy during the COVID-19 pandemic. Poverty affects children's health as early as 5. South Carolina police say new DNA testing crackdown. Cracked 1976 cold murder case. Updated data Friday shows the United States has endured 771,000 new COVID-19 cases of 4 fires to date, and the most in 3 months. Police dogs search in vain for 2 men after getting a 911 call from Norfolk. Indoor ice rinks will be temporarily closed in Massachusetts starting at 5 p.m. on Friday, continuing 2 weeks until November 7th. Public health order from Massachusetts Department of Public Health. New COVID-19 numbers highest in state's youngest age group. Two face accessory charges in connection with student murderers. Christian Vine, 17, and Randolph, who was shot to death outside a condominium complex in Stoughton on July 21st. How Bridgewater State has contained COVID despite new small cluster, and Middlebury, Raynham, and West Bridgewater are now in the COVID red. Kingham dad and daughter recreate iconic movie scenes. Quincy residents rally to send ban and evictions. And Governor Baker of Massachusetts says the Boston remote-only school plan, he's not going to go Monday morning quarterback in this stuff. Uber and Lyft lose big California appeals court. COVID-19 vaccine trial from AstraZeneca and Oxford can resume in the U.S. Intel stock dives 11% on Q3 results. And financiers second guess while film crews struggles to finish production in Ukraine after being told to shut down. Leggett stock down 31.36 at 2332.10. S&P 5 up 11.90 at 3465.39, and Nasdaq up 42.28 at 11,548.28. McDonald's seeks to dismiss racial discrimination lawsuit from ex-franchisees. Fauci says Trump hasn't attended COVID task force meetings in several months. U.S. astronaut votes early from space station. NASA invites media to Osiris Rex asteroid sample collection briefing. NASA is going to unveil an exciting new discovery about the moon. This diabolical ironclad superbeetle can survive being run over by a car and help with its engineering problems. Wearing masks could save more than 100,000 U.S. lives by February, new study suggests. 968 new COVID-19 cases confirmed in Massachusetts and additional deaths. And 345 total new COVID-19 cases in Northeast Tennessee and 4 new deaths. Peter Chill news time is 5:05. Time now for a sports report. Michael Chandler breaks down the top-ranked UFC lightweights in Kevin Nurmagomedov. MLB rumors Angel have really interest in Raging stretch off Didi Gregorius Pro Report. Tonight, it's Game 3 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and Tampa Bay Rays from Maryland to Texas game time, 8:08 p.m. Non-Saints receiver Amanda Sanders out after testing positive for COVID-19. Peter Chill news time, 5 after 5 on this Friday evening, and it's time now for Peter Channel traffic and trend check. Baby! On the MTA Commuter Rail, Freight Line train service at 51 4:10 p.m. from South Station is part of South Station is operating 5 to 10 minutes basket between due to the light arrival equipment. And the Providence train 7021 4:15 p.m. from South Station is started. South Station is currently 15-20 minutes beyond due to late start of equipment. And the ferries are looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England. '95 minutes southbound side, a little bit slow between Pawtucket and Providence. 95 northbound side, so on Pawtucket S curves. 295 on the northbound side, a little bit slow in the Johnson stretch. 95 northbound side, so on downtown Providence. 195 westbound, so between Seacock down to Providence. Route 4 on the northbound side, so on 95 in East Greenwich. 95 so between 4 and East Greenwich down to 295 in the Warwick area. 195 so in Seacock down to the East Providence and Providence. 130 westbound side, a little bit on Jamestown. Mount Oak Bridge on both ends, it's backed up. Out of the Cape. Warren Bridge on the southbound side, a little bit slow, Route 3 to southbound side, a little slow between Plymouth and Sagamore, and Route 6 westbound, a little bit slow between Bristol all the way down to Harwich, and 3 to the southbound side, backed up between Stabico between Braintree and Plymouth, and then hit the brakes down on Route 3 southbound before the Sagamore Bridge before Route 6. 95, Stabico between 120 and Canton on 495 in the Mansfield, 24 southbound, so up to 120 in Canton, and then hit back in between 495 to 140 in the Taunton Raynham area. Cyber Expressway southbound side, a little bit so between Dorchester and to Quincy. Cyber Expressway northbound side, so between Braintree and to Boston. 93 northbound side, little slow in downtown Boston. 128 northbound side, little slow between Braintree and to Randolph. 128 slow between Camden and Randolph, and Mass Pike westbound, so between Newton down to Wellesley. And the Pike, it's a little bit slow between also Bragg Tolls down to Boston. 3 to the southbound, 3 to the northbound side, so when the Burlington stretch. 128 to the northbound side, so between Burlington and down to Linfield. 128 southbound side to the Burlington stretch. 128 southbound so between Denver down to Peabody. 93 northbound side so between Bellevue down to Bethune. 495 northbound side so between Bellevue all the way down to Haverhill. And 190 southbound side so the West Boylston stretch, and 290 westbound so between 190 and the Route 9 and the Worcester stretch. And 91 southbound so between Springfield and Agawam. And 91 southbound side, a little bit so on a Hartford stretch, and 84 westbound so Waterbury stretch, and 84 eastbound so on a Newtown Connecticut stretch, and Merritt Parkway eastbound so between Sanford down to Milford. Merritt Parkway westbound so on a Hampton stretch, and 95 southbound side so between New Haven down to West Haven, and 95 northbound so between Greenwich down to Milford, and 395 looking good from New London down to Worcester. 495 slow between Andover down and Haverhill, and 93 the northbound side so between Andover down and Bethune, and then 3 the northbound side so the Merrimack, Connecticut, Merrimack, New Hampshire, and 93 northbound side so the Derry, New Hampshire. 95 northbound side so the Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and up in northern New England, it's been Maine, looking good, and Vermont, looking good. And Ottawa 55 northbound side, so in southern Quebec. Peter Children's time is 5:09. Time now for our weather report. High pressure will maintain dry and mild weather tonight, and Saturday dry cold front will move across southern New England Saturday afternoon and evening, and the wake of a front. Much colder expected the Canadian eye builds in, and the dry weather continues, but will be much cooler on Sunday as a couple of waves of low pressure and a front divided will result in several chances of showers next week. That wash out as there will be many hours of dry weather, especially around Wednesday. Safely cool temperatures are expected much of the next week with highs in the 50s and near 60 in the nighttime, lows in the 30s and 40s. Near term until 6 a.m. Saturday morning. Clouds with areas of fog, could have been some drizzle across the eastern slopes of the Berkshires and subtropical ridge access built in the east of the Cape Cod Wall. Shortwave patrol lifts from upper Michigan and summer Quebec by Saturday morning. At the surface high, pressure nudges in from the Carolinas, while cold front slides across the eastern Great Lakes. We'll see east to southeast flow across eastern areas that will affect an ocean stratus per RAP arch from the SFC to 925 HPA. Central western areas will remain cloudy due to the southerly flow affecting and moisture. This will be resulting in a cloudy night across much of the southern New England. It will be a mild and southwesterly warm air affecting at 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. HPA moves in. Low temperatures falling in the 50s, and additional influx of moisture in combination with a light wind will result in areas of fog, and expect the lowest visibility to be concentrated across the Connecticut River Valley. You can also see some spotty drizzle as indicated by the NEM, ARW, NMM, CMC, and ECMWF across the Connecticut River Valley and the eastern slopes of the Berkshires. Okay, forecast goes like this. Tonight, there's a fog up to 1 a.m. west, increased skies a low about 31 degrees. Southeast at about 5 miles coming in the evening for a Saturday. There's a fog before 10 a.m. west, mostly clouds up at 67 degrees, slightly of a wind coming in southwest around 5 to 8 miles in the morning. Saturday night, Petropass up to 4 a.m. west, partly clouds up at 32 degrees, north at about 7 to 10 miles for Sunday. Petropass before 9 a.m. west, sun skies at 52, low 39 degrees, and northeast at about 6 miles for Monday. Check the showers being after 2 p.m. Mostly clouds up at 38, low 47 degrees, chance precipitation 30%. Tuesday, showers likely, mostly clouds up at 54, low 38 degrees, northwest about 6 miles chance precipitation is 45% for Wednesday, partly south sky at 55, low 41 degrees. Calm and the west wind 5 miles in the afternoon. And for Thursday, check showers partly south sky at 59, low 48 degrees. West wind about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Just finish 45%. And for Friday, check the showers partly south sky at 49 degrees. North wind about 8 miles an hour. Just finish 50%. Girl, you're not, and it's a beautiful day, and it is 71 degrees in fair skies. And that's me for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening, October 23rd, 2020. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. You have a good afternoon and a good evening with goodbye day to stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. I will see you 10 o'clock for a 10 o'clock report. Hope you have a good evening.